down and keep the wrath up for GLRS.
And as we get to see now here, GLRS going to be breaking away from the hands of GODLIKE here as early as his P1. So far, I got to talk about Mihawk alongside player 4 Foki here, running around with kills as well. Same goes for the set of Pauzeri. Everyone's getting involved here for the set of GLRS, and you like to see it. Last 2 seconds down here before this P1 closes out. It's going to be GLRS here in a very commendable lead. P2 is going to be opening up as well with the formation favoring them at most, as they're going to be able to get their early rotation. GODLIKE with the trail.
Good start from GLRS. Are they going to keep it up though? GODLIKE makes a push on to the next point. They do have the favorable spot as well as the Hawk makes a push inside. Skulty shuts him down, but he's going to get taken down by Foki, who comes through for the top control, trying to hit those shots. Has support from his teammates as well. The quad's going to come out super quick right there for him as he stops the wrath of GODL pushing through, but they're spawning all the way towards the mid side, and they're going to get looked out by GLRS pretty easily as they stack up points. GODL still on 7 as GLRS takes a lead of 60 points.
Beautiful reach in the splits here for the side of GLRS so far. 70 points already. You're talking about P2. What is happening here for GODLIKE? They're looking to be in shambles already as early as this. As we get to see now here, they're going to be pushing through now. 7 seconds to go before this P2 closes out. GODLIKE looking to have a settlement now here on this P3 as they go for an early rotation. We go. Can they respond back with their own hill? Or can GLRS take this one? 3 consecutive hard points.
My man Foki with 15 kills on his hand, and looking towards the next hard point. GODLIKE does have control of the point, but not for long as GLRS makes a push through, and all 5 players can be seen inside Abyss trying to make a push in. The EQ's out for Tempo as well, and this is gonna have to do a lot of damage to stop the players from GODLIKE from pushing in, and yes he is. He's gonna find 3. He's gonna shut them down, and GLRS, they're not letting GODL even go to 2 digits.
Yes, finally GODLIKE now here, gonna be able to get the break inside of the hill, but it's gonna be for a moment or so. Mihawk from Zera finds Viper, Warden in the way, making Skullguy prevail. Washed away, Abyss now through. 5-man clean feed here for the players of GLRS, and there's only gonna be 15 seconds remaining now here for this game, for the Speed 3 to close out on. And just like that, 3 consecutive hills, so GLRS has been able to win.
GODLIKE finally getting control of the point. But 6 seconds on the clock. That's only a few scrap points going into the favor of GODLIKE. The next rotation needs to come off, and looking at the map, we can see players of GODLIKE preparing themselves for the next hard point, but maybe not for long. Warden does make a push inside. The nade's gonna come through, and EQ comes out for Prevail as he shuts down the players of GLRS, pushing through to the mid side. Hawk finally shuts him down, and GODLIKE trying to some score into their name.
I mean, it's only going to take 1 respective hill for the set of GODLIKE, or any team rather on the deficit, just like where GODLIKE is at, to put themselves back on track and set of this game. But it's easier said than done. It's a squad of GLRS now here looking to get a good break here from the backside. Only man push. Viper good for 3 though. Hen finds Warden out though, but the rest of the crew here for the side of GLRS will be shambling away from the hill itself. As the rest of the crew here from the side of GODLIKE now turning up the heat. Last 20 points remaining there here on his P4 to close out on. But GLRS want to stop the bleeding as well. Last for alive here on his wave. Skullguy lurking on the corner side, but it doesn't matter. GLRS able to get a cleanup. Last 8 seconds now here before we go back to P1 here, Kenny.
GODLIKE, good try on that kill right there. Did stack up pretty good points, 50, but they really need to do more to shut this entire thing down and have a chance of winning. I mean, we can see Abyss inside the point. He's gonna shut down Tempo. Tempo gets down to Warden. Warden finds another with the Tempest coming through in the first HP. They know every single second inside the hill is going to be counting for now for the side of GODLIKE. And we can see Warden, Viper, and the entire scoreboard or the kill streak is all blue for the side of GODLIKE, and they're just doing an incredible job stopping the players of GLRS from pushing in, trying to push through, get to that 100-point mark to beat GLRS and have a chance of beating them.
It's a wild feat that GODLIKE has been able to climb, as we get to see now here. Game so far. It was right around a 70-point lead here for the set of GLRS, but now GODLIKE has been able to drop it down to 40. Last 8 points now remaining now here instead of the tail of time. GODLIKE looking to try to claim enough here to enter the 100-point mark, but GLRS to take it right back. This time here on the map itself, Sponge looking to be favoring the players of GLRS once again, and still slaying out here on his P1. 4 combos free to himself. All guy whips out the war machine here. 24 kills. His name. Next out from the back. Foki gets red on, but Skull Guy takes himself out. So unfortunate. But the damage will be out as well here for instead of a Biz. Tempo, Pubzera in his hands. And they push back the players of GLRS down Nanya.
The use of ops from Godlike is commendable. I mean, that is incredible use of ops right there. Nobody really inside the point though. Godlike, you're missing your chance of getting those points up, you know? 100 point mark has been led by Godlike, and they've been holding hard points pretty well from the past two hills. This time, seems like Godlike does have the lead still. 20 seconds on the clock. It seems like Godlike still has it inside them. Abyss up front. He's trying to stop the players from GLRS from pushing in. Does get taken down. He will. Mid-side. Hoping to find some players out, but Tempo is going to shut him down. 9 seconds on the clock. Scrap points all going into the favor of Godlike. No push coming through from the side of GLRS, and the rotation.
Light's going to be on the lead for the first time inside of this game. But now, D3's going to be opening up. Prevail once again, looking to get the value out of it. Good for 2, but Hand's going to be able to put him down. Tempo whips out his own equalizer as well, but it's only going to be good for 1. Warden on the front side. Tempest coming through. Tempo, Mihawk's going to be right up front, but Mihawk puts him down. That machine coming through. 22 to his name. 3-man stack here from the front side. They walk on by and they die and they fall one by one, but Sky Guy able to put it down, but it's not going to be sufficient enough for them to be able to break inside of the hill. GLRS still in control here on his P3, but there's still going to be 30 seconds to 5-4. Godlike pushing through, back and forth they go, but the spawns will get retained for a moment or so, but no, Godlike actually takes the spawns away. Prevail now here, puts himself into the mixture. The claw's going to be out and about here for a set of Foki, but it's only going to be good for 2, suffice enough to retain the hill. Not giving any points here for a set of Godlike, except for scraps.
Godlike splits his, changes the spawn, gets control of the point. 3 seconds on the clock. GLRS able to get some scrap points in, but looking at the next hard point, we can see players of Godlike already setting up. We can see Viper inside. He finds one. He finds the second from the support of his teammate. There's one up top, but might be taken down soon. And yes, he does. Hawk goes down. The Tempest is going to be out for Pabzera as he pushes to the spawn. He finds 3 in a row. He goes in to the site, shutting down the players of Godlike as head reports inside the point.
And now we go here, GLRS. Looking like they want to finish one off. They started. 30 seconds remaining out here on speed 4 once again. Godlike looking to offer a flank here from the backside. Abyss looking to go for the cut down. Has Tempo here right around. Takes the 5. Good for 1. Looking to get a double. Can't starve. Godlike here. The trail. And now it's going to be GLRS here on. It's the last 3 points here for them to be able to put himself here on the 20-point mark. But Godlike able to get the break here. Good for the next initial scraps once again. And it's still looking to be a bleak game here for the set of Godlike. Not unless we get to see another money hill for their side. But for the time being here, no. We go back to P1 once again. 159 to 199 is the score line.
One, GLRS with a very good lead on hand. We got Warden fighting 3 with the Tempest as Godlike takes control of the first hardpoint. Back again. 160 mark. They're trying to push in, close up the gap. Foki needs to push inside. There's one player that they need to take down to get the hardpoint back inside. Prevail in a cheeky spot alongside Warden. Warden clears up the point. Godlike goes back inside. The Pred's gonna come out. Not able to do much, but the hardpoint still in the favor of Godlike. GLRS hoping to clear it out and push in, and yes, they do successfully do so. Pabzera holding point as his players push in and have a chance of gaining more points. 200-point mark already swept through by GLRS.
GLRS pushing back the players of Godlike here, looking to retain the formation and the rotation as well as they go for the strike down here on the speed 2 in the process as well. The scrap time will be going for the side of GLRS. Warden marching across his P2 lane, sprays on by, finds Foki. Prevail in the biz from the backside as well, making things working out. Now, Bonds still going to be favoring the players of GLRS. With Godlike looking to try to pave the way here from the backside. Prevail making a play, but no, Tempo puts him down. Going to be heading out here from the backside as well here with a war machine. Pushes the players back here for the set of Godlike once again. Claw's going to be out here for Foki. And still running it down here with a war machine. And every investment looks to favor the players of GLRS, but Abyss and Warden will still have a respond and will try to put up something to say. Warden good for 2, Abyss good for 1 on the bottom side. Skull Guy in the mixture as well, good for a double. And And it's going to be Godlike persisting to not give up. And they do it. Last 10 points as well here for them to enter the 20-point mark.
The ops come through from the side of Godlike, trying to push in, but it's going to be GLRS who pushes back into the hill, and this is going to be it if Godlike isn't able to push through. They do contest, try to stop the points from stacking up, but this is going to be it for GLRS as they push through, as they clear up Godlike from inside the hard point and win this into their name. Oh, what a game from the side of GLRS.
A really strong start and a really brilliant ending as well. I mean, Godlike, we got to give it up to them, though. I mean, on a P4 there, on the rotation, on the first stack, they were able to equalize the game somewhat as so-so. But it was definitely... It got definitely overwhelming at the end. Regardless, though, ladies and gentlemen, that was just only the first map here. And with Godlike winning the upper bracket finals, they do come inside of the series with a map advantage. So now it's all going to be equal. Both teams are going to be needing 3 maps each their own to win off this Summer Split 3 qualifiers for the Call of Duty Mobile World Championship 2026 here in the Indian region. Godlike GLRS, this is what we expect. You know, unpredictability. The next thing you know, it could be Godlike, it could be GLRS. We'll see about it.
I really can't. I mean, what a game, Warden. I mean, GLRS was able to hold hills so well against Godlike. This is not what we expected. This is not the GLRS we saw in the previous Hardpoint game in the match number 1. I mean, they've brought their A game in, and they just told Godlike that they're in it for the win. And let's have a look at the scoreboard. I mean, we got from the side of GLRS, Pabriza on top with 47 kills, followed by Tempo with 46, 43. A pretty equalized score right there for the players of GLRS. On the other side, Godhill. It's, I mean, pretty good in terms of kills. It really just came down to those last second hold that GLRS kept, and 2 of the hills that were in the initial starting of the match, they kept it. They were money hills for them. They only gave Godlike a few scrap points in the end, and it played out very well for them. Yeah.
Oof.
Oh.
Now we move over towards the next one here. Yep. Plum Search and Destroy. Takeoff has gone long and dusted. 1 from 1 is going to be on the score line here, Kenny. Search and Destroy. Talk to me about it.
Ooh, Search and Destroy Slums. An interesting map for sure, especially for Search and Destroy. This is a hard one, and we have seen Godlike in this map play amazing. I mean, especially the use of snipers really just comes through when it comes to getting picks initially and making some space to push in. That's really where it makes a difference between the 2 teams. And yeah, I feel like Godlike is gonna be pushing through. They're gonna be using this aggressiveness coming in from the first loss and really making a mark in this coming SND game.
Search and Destroy, what can we expect? I don't know. Do we see a fast one? Quick ones? Defaults? We'll see. But come again, guys, if you guys just want to draw back to the history line here for the summer splits that we've been having here for the World Championship qualifiers here for the Indian region. First initial champion was Godlike. GLRS just won back with a second. And now, this is it. This is the tiebreaker here on who's going to be the quote-unquote rightful champion, or should be the reigning champion of the summer splits here for this Indian region. Is it Godlike or GLRS? We don't exactly know, but if you guys want to exactly find out as well, or like just want to figure out what just happened there on the last initial split there is on split 2, it was Godlike needing, I think they were up by 3-0 on the grand finals, and GLRS was able to respond back with 4 freaking games in a row. So this is not the first we're seeing GLRS come from the bottom side of the competition and then rising up, ascending, and then putting down the players of Godlike. Do we see it happen once again? It all comes down to Godlike.
It really does. I mean, it's crazy. I think it was a little unexpected by the viewers, by everybody, of how GLRS played against Godlike, and if they keep this up, this is this is the grand finals we're talking about. I mean, you gotta put it in, and GLRS has definitely put it in. So put in the work, put in the effort, and we can really see that. So everyone, this is the World Championship 2026 for you guys. We got the Summer Split 3, and we're moving on to match number 2 for this grand final. SND on Slums. The push coming through from the side of GLRS. A hard push towards the B site as Warden goes down to Tempo and gets traded off. A 4v4 between the two teams.
The commitment out the pace here. So far, first initial kill. Tempo leads the way, but now take a look at the pressing side of this game. 2 for 3 trades. 2 for 4 trades. Godlike. Numbers advantage now, so Observer's going to be all alone. Can you find as this SKS to work with? Get to see the players of Godlike here. Loved lead. Preliminary actions you're putting up here, Steve. 5 back away to hold each other's hands. Skull Guy's going to be the only rogue player here for a set of Godlike. Has the scopes here. Checking down. It could be a perfect angle for him. Check out where Pupzer's going to be coming from. Pop just right across the bomb itself. Now, Skull Guy should be aware where Pupzer's at. He backs away now. Bomb gets picked up. Player 3 a bit. 6 to 5. But Pupzer finds a tap to the head. Pupzer should be able to get the spawn planted here. I thought Viper would come into contention, but I think Pupzer still wants to push out just a little bit more. Never mind, he does back away. Stun's gonna be flying on by. Viper's gonna be right around. Stun's gonna be flying through as well. Viper looking to react to it. Viper pulls the trigger as well. Gonna be inside of the side. Should be an easy clear here for Viper. First round for Godlike.
Get ready for the next round.
Godlike with the first win on hand. Sub-Zero, a good try from his side, but he kind of got caught in a kerfuffle right there. Two players right in front of him and the back of him. Saw an aggressiveness from the side of GLRS, but this time it's gonna be a kill through the smoke by Skullgy. 2 kills by nades from side of GLRS, and that's gonna be a 2v4. 2 players of Godlike, and that's gonna be Tempo. Tempo gets 1 down. Abyss and Skullgy, the last 2 standing. Abyss is gonna find Hen,
Bomb has been planted.
and the bomb's gonna go down. 40 seconds on the clock. Godlike, they need to make a retake. They do have some idea of where the players are. Skullgy, he's gonna reposition himself towards the backside, going for the flanks. But Abyss gets caught up from the front side, and all the pressure is down to Skullgy in a 1v3. Not enough time to push in. He's gonna have to be really quick with his kills. He's gonna get 1. Desperately looking for the second. Ooh, Hawk spots him in time and shuts him down.
Ready up.
1 for 1. There's Spawnman here for instead of GLRS. No Godlike here.
Destroy the objective.
About it. Looking to be a one side of the setup here for instead of Godlike. And quite deeply here for Skull Guy. Looking to get the pick. Should be able to find 1. No! Not gonna be able to get the chance to pull the trigger. And now it's gonna be a 4-man stack here as well here towards the main side of Biz. Finds Sub-Zero out. Skull Guy finds Hen as well. There's a disadvantage now here for the set of GLRS.
Enemy has dropped.
Tempo finds Warden though. 1 kill, 1 cut the chase. 1 for 3 trades. Mihawk finds Prevail. It's a 2v3.
We're the last one. Complete the mission.
Mihawk, the last one standing in a 1v3. 3 players of Godlike. Ooh, Hawk comes in for the push, but very unfortunate. 2 players already waiting for him to make it. And that's going to be another win for the side of Godlike. Getting the lead back in hand. 2-1 as we move on to round number 4.
On the lead they go. And finds Warden. Early pickoff now. He sees another swell. Right around. The Galler's still not going to go for the commitment. Not just yet. The 25 seconds has now passed by. And finds Skull Guy again. Focus gonna be right around. Viper checks out. Doesn't go for commitment, but player 4, no. Oki goes for chase down. Good for 2. A big Viper out. And Prevail as well. GLRS
Not over yet.
tying up the game once again.
Tied up game. Godlike versus GLRS. Smokes go through. Nades going in. There's been a lot of nade kills from the side of GLRS onto Godlike.
They have the bomb.
This time they're gonna play a bit more passively, but Tempo is gonna go through towards the B site, taking control of mid. Skull-G looking to hit those shots through the Locust. Unfortunately, does not quite land them. No one's really going down though. It's a 5v5. The first pick still needs to come through. GLRS has good control of mid, but they're not really gonna plant the bomb yet. Ooh, the first kill comes through. That's gonna be Skull-G.
We're gonna get another Viper! Puts him down. Tempo checks out, finds a Biz. Warden finds Foki out as well. Looks to move over. Prevail looking to get the play. The hit marker prevails, but nope. It's a follow-up shot. Tempo able to get the shot down as well. Now it's gonna be a 1v2. Mihawk walks on by, but the spear to the face. Callie would say, what kind of forever, baby? On the lead, GLRS they go.
Destroy the objective.
This time it's gonna be GLRS with the 1-point lead. Push comes through from Prevail, takes the HS, goes mid-side. Gonna be waiting for somebody to make a push in, but gets shut down. Abyss takes down 2, Tempo finds 3, Abyss is gonna find the 3rd! And end things for GLRS by equalizing the score back again.
Defend the objectives.
Forward now. Tempo has been so huge. Just an impact here. Instead of GLRS, 9 kills ready to himself. Be the first person here to cross double-digit mark. See though. We'll play for picks, but a lean towards the Bravo side will happen. Flashes is gonna be out. No connections. GODLIKE is waiting for the bomb plan to happen. Oh god. Tempo finds a Biz.
The bomb has been planted.
The bomb's gonna go through. Oki plants it all. Borden comes in through the flank. He finds 1. Repositions himself, takes out the HS, goes in for the push. 3v2, he's going in for the defuse. Ooh, Vorden's gonna be the last one standing, but he gets shut down by Hawk. The retake not quite successful from the side of GODLIKE, and GLRS takes on the lead. The 1-point lead.
Defend the objective.
Checks up, next up. GLRS gonna double it down now. Last round before we switch to sides. A heavy stack here for the side of GODLIKE here on Bravo. Warden's gonna get tagged up but stays alive.
They're really just playing this very slowly. Prevail did have some intel, probably gave it away as the focus for GLRS moves on to the A side. Hawk unfortunately goes down to Skull-G. GLRS, they're going to reposition themselves, hoping to be unpredictable, hoping to find some picks. Prevail still holding the mid side.
Flashbang.
10 takes down Prevail.
Now it's 4v4. Warden's gonna have an opportunity there. Finds Pub-Zero. Tempo finds Warden. Viper off the heady side. It's gonna be Folky. Risky. Now Skull Guy finds hands out. Vengeance, but Tempo finds a business as well. Jesus, Tempo. Bit of a lifetime. Folky's gonna close it out. That Viper's gonna be all alone from the backside. Offered to be a pinch. And Folky will be able to get the trade. GLRS extending their lead to 2 now, so switch the sides.
Moving on. We got Godlike on the attacking side this time. First round on the attacking side. The nades are gonna go through. Playing this a bit slowly. Looking out for picks. Ooh, we're going to have Skulgy take down Folky. The first kill coming through. Godlike repositions themselves. Being a bit more aggressive towards the ace side, but Prevail is going to be waiting there to shut them down. Gets 2 kills in a row. Warden finds one in the backside, and that's going to leave Hawk, the last one standing, in a 1v3. He finds Prevail. He goes in, finds Warden, puts himself in a 1v1, repositions himself just in time, but Skulgy has an idea of where he is. He tags up Skulgy.
The shotgun.
But is he going to be able to take him down? Yes, he does. What a clutch.
Oh my god, 1v3.
By Hawk. Incredible gameplay from the side of GLRS as they take on a 3-point lead against Godlike.
Ay, Skull Guy finds Mihawk away. Now you move over. Next up in line. Pen finds Viper away. Pushing through now. Folky finds a biz as well. Warden finds 10, trades after trades. Folky finds Warden. It's just a matter who can get the final adjustment. 3 players there stacking up down the cafe side. Beautiful peaks. And that's Prevail. All alone. 1v3 situation.
Oh, it all comes down to Prevail. This is a time for revenge. If he can pull this off, pull this 1v3 off, he finds one, but Folky comes in for the trade and shuts him down. That's going to be another win for GLRS. 1 more point for the side of GLRS, and they're going to be at match point against Godlike.
Defend the objective. Bomb acquired.
1 more round, you would say. Leading with those search and choice, one of the hardest games to close out on, but at the same time, GLRS on the defensive side. Should have been rounds here for the side of Godlike, but no, GLRS has been extra so much better, especially on the offense as well. Look at the defense play as well here on defense. Guy, look at the chain and tie up the rest of his teammates together, but unfortunately, it's overwhelming. Folky and the rest of the crew, Pub-Zero, name it, Mihawk, Tempo, it doesn't matter. It's the squad of GLRS now here on match point.
Is this going to be the end of SND for Godlike versus GLRS? Or is Godlike going to be able to come through with it? Godlike back in those attacking positions again. They're really just going to hold not a lot of aggressiveness from the side of Godlike. Let's make a push in, but he's going to get shot down by Folky. Huge first kill for the side of GLRS.
Skull Guy finds Folky away. Mihawk finds Skull Guy. Numbers advantage here once again here for the side of GLRS. And tries to run away, but Warden gets the wall banged over the PKM. But to look running down here. But I feel it, the confidence overwhelming. Surging through their veins. Tempo has made the play already. And we see it. Will this be the closeout? They surround the players of Godlike. Abyss will get taken down. Viper's gonna be up next. Warden's gonna be all alone in a 1v2 situation. the final lifeline, but Pub-Zero through the wall!
Not over yet.
Warden falls! GLRS! Back-to-back maps!
Wow. I don't think anyone expected this score to come through against Godlike. I mean, 2 wins for the side of GLRS, Hardpoint and SND. And what an SND that we just saw. It was amazing. The clutch from Hawk, the hold from the side of for GLRS, it was incredible. The push from Godlike, there's nothing they could do against these players. They shot them down across the map in front of them. I mean, the gunfights were just immaculate from the side of GLRS.
So much. Too much.
With that
do you
being
say after
said,
that?
guys,
It's Control Game was gonna be up next year, Kenny. And earlier we did see Godlike 3-0 Godlike. If we see GLRS, they just control they're gonna be on Sirius Point.
mm-hmm.
I don't know
mean-
what's up with GLRS when it comes to upper bracket finals or the games leading up to the grand finals. They always seem to be this team that they're struggling. GLRS is falling. They seem slowed down now. They're not warmed up. And then when you see them on the grand finals, they're like, "Well, hello there. Yeah, this is GLRS. This is us."
Ooh, we got Tempo with 16 kills as the MVP, and followed by Hawk. Obviously, the clutch man that we just saw in the previous game. 12 kills for him. Foki with 10 and 9, and followed by Pab-Zero with 6. But I feel like this is one of those games that you just gotta sit and really read through what GLRS did to go against Godlike. I mean, that was some really good plays from GLRS. I mean, really good thinking, the rotations, the positioning. It was really good from the side of GLRS. And yeah, Godlike, I mean, still in the game, right? We got Control coming up, but GLRS was able to turn things around. I feel like Godlike has it in them to turn things around for this Crossroads Control as well, even though it's the same map where we saw GLRS just obliterate Godlike in the previous game.
It's gonna be tough, and then you move over to Rashenda Hardpoint as well. I don't know how to feel about this, but it's becoming a bit shaky now here for the side of Godlike.
Oh,
Let's see, though.
Crossroads Control. Yeah. As you move on, we're going to be seeing match number 3, Godlike versus GLRS. A match you guys have been waiting for. This is where things are going to be getting tough. They're going to be getting serious. I mean, we said the first few matches, they really set the tone, and the tone has been set. It has been set for the side of GLRS. So moving on to this next game, it's going to be very important for both teams.
Definitely. Well, with that being said as well, I'm not sure if I'm hearing the call here. Do we call for a bit of a break? But we'll get a confirmation about that in just a little bit. No break. Okay. So we're just stretching. We're waiting for the players to come back inside the lobby itself. Kenny, I'm not sure. This is a totally different story from what I initially expected.
I mean, maybe this particular time, Godlike needs to settle things down. They need to think it through. They need to realize that they're still in the game and really push through. I mean, they're one of the best teams in India. We've seen them be so dominant against so many teams. So they definitely they definitely have what it takes to really turn things around, turn the table. So yeah, looking forward to what Godlike brings in for this control game.
Oh, absolutely. So hey, do we expect another 3-0 here? Can we see a different lighter version of Godlike regardless? I'm not certain. But regardless, this is a matchup that I would just say is it's scary for sure. I mean, regardless, on the comment section down below, anything is well possible. I mean, the last thing we had to reach a game 7 on the grand finals.
Mm-hmm. I know people are rooting for Godlike. People are rooting for their favorite teams, and we're really just looking forward to what comes up of this control game. With that being said, we're going to be waiting for the players to come through, and please keep watching. You guys are watching the World Championship 2026 Summer Split 3 Qualifier, brought to you by FSN, and
okay, game has started. Sorry guys, there were some bugs, talking to us behind the scenes. But now, game continues. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's now going to be GLRS, now going to be on the lead for the series itself here on the grand finals for the Summer Split 3 qualifiers. The call of the Mobile World Championship 2026 regional run here on India. Here we go, 27 now off the break off. It's going to be pretty equal here. Fair share of kills here for both GODLIKE and GLRS.
going through this time, GLRS. They definitely have the upper hand when it comes to all these games, but Viper comes through, gets up hot. Players, lies still pretty evened up, and seems like Godlike is holding off well. GLRS makes a push towards the B site. Viper still pushing into the spawn. Finds one. That's gonna be Hen pushing in for the skin. Does find that as well. Almost finds the third, and he pushes him off. Shuts him down. This time, Godlike still in the game. Nothing's too impossible for the side of Godlike.
Yeah, well, and one guy's gonna be able to rip off here from the flank itself just a little bit. But they do get washed away now. 13-14, here we go. We're much needed time here for the set of GLRS, but they're not really pushing closer towards the objective point, not just yet. Godlike has the priority straight. Prevail on the bridge. Merchant! Finds a 4-3. Well to wait now. 10 seconds remaining here for GLRS to make a play. They go for the split. They send out 2 on Bravo, 3 on A. But regardless, they're not drawing closer to finally stop the timer, but the damage has been done. No more respawns here for the set of GLRS. Godlike, prime position. Take the first round for themselves. Easily, well done. Godlike on the lead.
Nice work.
History has not been repeated. I mean, Godlike winning the first round for this control map, already having the upper hand and really pushing through to win this game. This time it's going to be Godlike towards the lead, attacking side. And trying to push, stop the push coming in towards the B side. Prevail, still waiting for the place to come through. He finds one up top. He finds 2 with the HS, but gets taken down by Hen. The trades are coming through. As GLRS pushes towards their spawn site, but Godlike with a response, they're going to shut them down. They're not going to let them spawn trap Godlike. Not today. Nuh-uh.
Not at all. Abyss now going to be out here with Annihilator as well. They go for the push out. We've seen him in this situation. We've seen him in this type of moment. But this time, though, Mihawk puts him down. 18-23. GLRS now going to be on the lead itself. That is round warning, good for 2. Viper's going to be out as well here with a Tempest. Looking to pick the play. Looks to extend out here. 9-10 now. Looking to get Foki as well. Yep, perfect plays here from the side of Viper. The Terrorizer. But unfortunately, he does get put down. 15-17 here. Gal's still going to be on the lead itself, but going to worry about Godlike drawing in closer. You go for divide and conquer. But if you're on the side of GLRS, contention will happen as well in Bravo, but you don't really want to over-contest that. Well, never mind. They absolutely do so regardless. Now it's going to be Godlike here, whipping out the Death Machine and the War Machine as well. Looking like they don't want to back down here on this round itself, but it's looking to be a lost cause. It has finds a double. Off with Annihilator. Good for 3 eliminations. 4 lives remaining. 4 players remaining here for the set of Godlike. Sky Guy, Abyss, Viper, Reveal. The hunt continues here for the set of GLRS, but no, time drains apart, drains away from the hands of Godlike.
Score's been tied up 1-1. Godlike versus GLRS. This time, Godlike back into the position where they won the round. Are they going to be able to do it again against GLRS? The needs are going to go through. Viper finds 1. Foki got taken down. Hen finds 2. Abyss with the trade-off. Equalizes the lives. The push comes through towards the B side to stop time for the side of GLRS.
It's going to be off of the hunt here. 22-25 now. So far, halfway towards the capture, it's going to be the players of GLRS now here on Bravo. Will Godlike go for the cleanup is question though. Given the fact that GLRS is dealing with the factor that they struggled with it most of the first round was really the time itself, and now they're about to go for the extension here quite early on. 1 minute and 18 seconds. Extended down to 2 minutes and 18 plus a minute on a timer. And they got the lives as well. GLRS now here. Looking to close things out. This should be a round for them. This should be them on match point.
Oh, Godlike down in lives a lot. GLRS with a huge lead on hand.
About to go for an extension. 16-15 now. 6 life remaining here for the set of Godlike. GLRS. They can do is what they can try to reap away the lives or the time itself. Regardless, it should be them here on match point. Monos, Abyss, Ward, and Skull Guy prevail. Can provide wonders on the next 2 waves of gunfights. The odds and probability is just not on their side.
Taking the lead.
Oh.
Just like that, to clean up Abyss and Warden's out.
Not over yet.
GLRS have to go back to back maps here on this grand finals.
That's so much pressure for Godlike. I mean, 1 more win for GLRS and it's game over for Control. And there's going to be another win for the side of GLRS. Hen comes through from the top side. The push comes through from the side of GLRS, but they're going to get shut down by Godlike right there. Viper comes through with the switch blitz because he's going to find 3 in a row. Godlike with the advantage in terms of lives, but they really need to keep this up. It's only the starting. GLRS still have time. They still have time to switch things around, turn things for themselves. But Godlike desperately needs this round to come through for them. Pabriza finds 2. Hen finds Warden. Tempo. And making a push onto the spawn site. He's gonna find 1. He has Viper right on his left, but Viper shuts him down.
Round close as ever. It's going to be out here with Annihilator as well to try to get the cleanup here for the spawn trap. Miyake and Tempo already working for the trap as well. Viper 5 shots down 1. Just get taken down as well. Whopper's going to be out here for the set of Godlike. You can definitely turn it out. But now Hand's going to be out here with Annihilator as well. Finds the first pop, looking to get the second. It's, oh, narrowly dodges the War Machine to stay alive. Warden's going to be there with that machine. Hen walks into it. If you're on the side of Godlike, odds is against your side once again, and time is draining away. You either go for Bravo or A. Warden looking to go for this push up here. Try to create the space, but does get taken down here by Foki. No more respawns here for anymore for the side of Godlike, and this should be over. 3 lives remain. Reveal hops in towards Bravo. Nade's gonna be flying on by. Checks up. Big fight. Big pump. 2v5 situation. Foki's there for the trade. Abyss is all alone. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, GLRS will be on serious point.
I I know we started by saying this might be Godlike's day, but GLRS. One game given to Godlike. I bet like that's it. That's it. You know, GLRS telling Godlike fans and their players that that's all you get. You know, it's okay. We'll give you a little bit of hope of getting a comeback, but we're still in the game and we're still here to dominate. And that's exactly what GLRS did in this previous Control game. I mean, wow, what a game coming through. The use of time, the use of lives, and the use of ops pushing through from GLRS' side and leading them to match point. Godlike is very far away from winning.
Too far. Now, Godlike is going to be in a situation where GLRS was at, and that was needing to win 3 maps in a row to stay alive in this competition.
Godlike did start with a lead in hand with an advantage, but that advantage is very much gone for the side of Godlike. We got GLRS on match point, 1 more game, and we will be looking at the stats soon for the Control game. So is it really kills that really push them through, or is it just time, or is it, I don't know, how they pushed through, how they positioned themselves? We're gonna find out soon. But that was Control Crossroads for you guys. We're talking about the grand finals for the World Championship, and I know the players of Godlike are not gonna be happy about this. They're moving into a very scary zone, and yeah, they need to push through. They need to change things up. They really need to come through for this next game of Hardpoint.
They have to. I gotta agree. But at the same time, it's just so shocking in how this one's playing out. It's actually gonna be a map of Hardpoint Ashenda here, Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
And to be frank with you, this is a notorious map as well for GLRS and Godlike, but at the same time, it's so unpredictable because you saw the switch up for GLRS coming from the upper bracket finals, now leading up here towards this run here for the grand finals.
You really
So I don't know. I'm lost for words.
Yeah. But let's have a look at the scoreboard for the previous game. That was Crossroads Control, and GLRS coming up on top, especially Hen with 27 kills to his name, and Foki with 23, 24, 20, and 15. Looking on the other side, we have a slight decrease in terms of kills from the players of Godlike, and I think that's really where it didn't play out well for them. Even though they had a pretty good advantage in terms of sides against GLRS, they were able to push through. They were able to fight back against Godlike. So no hope is lost yet. There is not zero hope for Godlike. I mean, they're in these grand finals for a reason. They're here for a reason, and we're moving on to Hacienda Hardpoint. I think this is where Godlike really needs to push through and bring forward their A game to push against the GLRS, you know?
Absolutely. One more map here for GLRS to go back to back now for the summer splits here. We're loading here soon enough. Honestly, I'm just kind of laid back now. I don't exactly know how long will this prolong. Whether we actually get to see Godlike fight back even more, or could it just be a quick one here for GLRS? Regardless, respectable teams. They've had their own spotlights, but it's just this is where it matters the most, and you're kind of wanting more here from the set of Godlike.
I mean, previous few games we've seen some close matchups going ahead. You know, the previous few games we saw in these summer split 3 qualifiers, but that's how other games went through for them, like all of them. But looking at Godlike and GLRS, especially in this particular matchup, we've seen GLRS be very dominating against Godlike, and if that's the case for this next hardpoint, this is going to be an easy win for GLRS coming through. I know the odds have reversed for the side of Godlike, and this time it's going to be GLRS up front with the major odds. And Gordon, what do you really think? Like, what is exactly Godlike might be missing a bit when it comes to these games? Like, what is really pushing GLRS to like a better side?
I'm not too certain if it's complacency or the lack of preparation. To be honest, only Godlike would truly be able to answer that. We all know how decorated they are. We all know how great, how hardworking they are. And they gotta give it to you. I mean, games are close. We're pretty close, at least on the hard point. Some rounds are in control. Search and destroy, a bit of question. Could it just be GLRS having a better day? I don't know. But now, that being said, we gotta throw the last few maps out in the past. We're moving over towards map number 4. On paper, on the top side of your screen, that is not an error. It's GLRS. Here, up by 2 games, 3 already has been rightfully owned by them. Godlike has been stale here on the series, or so far here on his grand finals. Can we see a respondment from them? Start things off here with a Shenda. Or can GLRS just close it out here in a 4-1 standing? Let's see it. As a break-off happens, it's going to be Godlike and GLRS here so far. Having a fight on the top side. Back and forth you go here. You don't really expect a lot to see to happen here, but you can definitely feel the fumes here for the set of Godlike.
Godlike able to push back into the first hard point, but not for long. GLRS does take control of it back again. 20 seconds on this particular hill, and GLRS seems to be gathering up all the scrap points for themselves. Godlike, on the other hand, you could see the map. You could see them moving towards the next point as well. At least one of them, as they clear the point, try to stop GLRS from pushing through or gathering too much points for the first HP. The next hard point is going to be starting soon, and this is going to be a huge one for Godlike.
Yeah, it's really massive as well here for the set of GLRS. I mean, they are able to take the lead, and now they're going to have the better side of the response as well. Godlike, though, what's going to be respondment? Trebel's going to be leading the way as well here on the white side. Good for 1, good for 2. Looking to get the triple, but Meow's going to be there for trade. Next up now. And to drive back to one of your questions as well. I mean, the stakes of this game is just who can get the trades better, who can get the gunfights down. What are the teams? They know exactly how to play this map of Ashenda. It's all going to come down to who wants it more. And so far, Prevail showing the passion. And kills already to himself.
Prevail on a streak right here. Tempo comes in through, tries to kill him off, but Abyss is going to be inside to shut them down alongside Skull G, and tries to make a push in. The smokes are going to go through, really trying to push through for the side of GLRS, but they're going to get shut down. The Tempo's going to be out for Warden as well, as he shuts down the players of GLRS, pushing through. Godlike able to make the most of this hill by the players of GLRS. Move towards the next hill.
Nice time here for some Godlike. The closest stand out here on the P2. Now it's going to be GLRS here. Looking to go for the push out here on the well side. Is Godlike retaining the sponsor here on 10. Making a push out here on the E-box. Double man push here from the side of top balcony. Flanks will be offered here for the side of Viper, but Mihawk shuts him down quite early on. Not really the best of value there off the claw, but fortunately Abyss is making up for it as they go. 67 now to 31. GLRS gonna be on the trail.
Oh, Godlike holding off pretty well. I mean, GLRS did have the initial spawns, they did have the initial control of the hill, but Godlike was able to take it back, but GLRS pushes through, makes Godlike spawn towards the backside, and it's gonna be Hawk with the death machine, stopping the players from pushing in. He gets Skull G down, he finds Warden, he shuts him down as well. The Hunter Killer Drone goes through, finds Abyss, and Hawk is just on a killing spree. 6 kills in a row for him.
74 to 54 here. Godlike looking to change this one down as well as to go for early rotation, but they lose to gunfights in the process. Now going to be GLRS' turn here to try to take this one down here. The defense side of the hill itself. Player 4 Warden wraps around. Same goes for Sky Guy on the top side, able to get a momentary break. Can they sustain it? There's the question. The answer is no. They push back the players of GODLIKE.
The contest comes through from the side of GODLIKE. Foki's still inside. He's hoping to get down the player. That's going to be Prevail. He gets taken down. GODLIKE, he can push in and back again. All 5 players into the point. That is exactly what they need. Viper comes through, gets one for the second, but GLRS still able to hold off well.
James close as ever. GLRS now here. Last 6 points for them to claim. Find the stability and find the equalizer. Perhaps even take the lead away from the players of GODLIKE. Start things off here with GODLIKE getting the tremendous lead. With GLRS closing up the first deck of hard points now here with a 2-point lead now. But it doesn't really matter. Go back to P1 here. GLRS looking to get the chain as well as they open things up here off this P1.
P1 about to start again. I mean, looking at the points, things are going pretty back and forth between both of the teams. Abyss up top, he's trying to control the HP, but he is able to clear it out. GLRS comes through though, clears him out. GODLIKE gets control of the point. Smokes are gonna go through. Pabzera shooting through the smoke as he hits his shots onto Prevail, shuts him down. Warden comes through, makes a push into the point. He knows every second inside this point counts. GLRS still in the lead. Even if it's 10 points, they're still holding on to it. Prevail trying his best to make a push in, but the points contested. There's nothing really going into the favor of GODLIKE. And 10 seconds on the clock. Scrap points going into GLRS' favor. Back again as GODLIKE needs to make a push onto the next hard point.
There'll be a 20-point lead here for the set of GLRS once again. Players going to be out here for the set of tempo. Foki as well. They extend himself out here on the rock side to get a spawn definition, but unfortunately he does get dropped. Miyok inside of the hill. Low rogue man here. He's going to be able to find himself as well. The space that the teammates has been needing as well to up back inside of the hill. Pushing over now. Skull Guy looking to get the value out of his war machine here from the back, but unfortunately doesn't really get this one done as well. And unfortunately for the side of GODLIKE, GLRS is able to regain massive control.
Ooh, Viper took out his claw, not able to do much with it. Prevail might be taking out his op soon as well, as GODLIKE needs to make a push into the point. 20 seconds, and it seems like GLRS has been stacking up points on points. Foki gets the hunter, pulls it through. GODLIKE making one last push into the hill, but you can see 4 players of GLRS just waiting inside desperately for the players of GODLIKE to push in, and they're gonna shut them down. Not a single point, not those end few points going into the fight, into the side of GODLIKE either. And that's it. We're moving on to hill number 4.
And as we go here, GODLIKE 91-153. GLRS has a very comfortable lead right now. They're gonna be able to clean up the hill once again. They really want to claim this one through. Kenny, I don't know about you, but as much as we were calling the upper bracket finals to be GODLIKE's day, GLRS, you want to take this very moment where it matters the most here on this grand finals. Big fights coming in. 2 shots through here for set of Abyss before he goes down. A break will try to be offered from the set of GLRS, but it does get denied. Finally, a bit of more convincing time here for a set of GODLIKE.
We got Hawk ahead with 30+ kills from their side. GODLIKE not really able to win those gunfights, win against these players of GLRS, but it seems like they're trying their best to turn things around. They are going to be starting off P4 soon, and can you see? Stop the players from pushing in. He does have control of the point. GLRS was able to hold this point previously pretty well. So if this continues, it might be game over for GODLIKE as they try to make a push in. GLRS still able to hold it off. Finally, GODL comes through for the breakthrough. The operators are going to come in used here for the side of GODLIKE. It's really important they hit those shots. They get those players off from GLRS to have a chance of winning.
There has been a lot of questions for the entirety of this series. And not just on this map, but yes, the series. When will Godlike decide to wake up? And as of this moment, they decide to do so. And they contain it even more is the question though. Can we see the lead switch and change up in favor of the player to Godlike? And the answer is yes. 164 to 162. Godlike now here on the driver's seat.
Ooh, Godlike back in the lead. GLRS able to push through, contest the point, but Godlike, they don't want to give this back. No, they don't. 2 seconds, all going into the favor of Godlike. And we're gonna start off P1 soon. This seems like a fresh start for the side of Godlike. If they're able to keep this up, they got this in the back. Smoke out.
Godlike on the hill itself. Zera drops in. Abyss doubles it down as well here for the side of Godlike. That's going to be a 20-point lead now here for them. 40 seconds more to fight for. They send back the players of GLRS here on Spiral. Zera looking to get an opener here as well here on the bottom side of movies. Sprays on by. Momentary break though. Not able to get the full conversion. Godlike, last 5 points for them to be on the 20-point mark.
Well, Jamie's pushing time. Clock comes through. Clear him up. The nade unfortunately takes him down. Warden coming through. It feels like Godlike is all OBJ right now. All up inside the point. Unfortunately, GLRS able to push through. Get the point back. Even 6 seconds right now. They're going to count a lot. And this next rotation is going to be crucial for both teams. Fab0 trying to hold it off with the Tempest, but unfortunately gets taken down. And that's not going to look good for the side of GLRS as Godlike takes control of the next point. It is being contested. It's anyone's game. And it's going to be Godlike coming through for the hold.
Godlike, last 40 points for them now to extend their journey here on this grand final to stay alive. Predator missile flies through. Information relayed. Double man push on the sidelines. 2-man push on the driveway. The players of GLRS not felt now. Coming from the last 3 hills. Top 25 remaining here for the side of Godlike to force another map here in this series. GLRS has been hopeless. The damage machine flying on by. The trade's immaculate. And as we go, that could be the dagger to close out the deal. Last 10 points remaining. Player 4 all alone. Warden. The reinforcement comes to shove. 2-man push we go. The GLRS in desperado mode. They extend this map to another hard point. 185 to 44. Godlike. Last 6 points. Can they close it out?
GLRS still in the game, not giving up any time now, but Abyss is going to be up top. He knows they only need 6 more points to end this off. Tempo is going to take on his equalizer, trying to stop the players from GODLIKE pushing in. He's going to stop everyone, but that's going to be the end of the equalizer. The clock comes through for Foki. Hardpoint still in the favor of GLRS. Somehow, Skulty tries to make a push in, but it seems like Godlike is spawning in the wrong side of the map. They need to push in soon, and yes, they do. They're contesting. They need to shut down the players of GLRS. 4 more points to end this off, and it's gonna be Godlike coming up on top, and this is gonna be it. GG's to Godlike. Ooh, finally a win coming through. Wow.
Hi guys. Had to stand up for that moment right there. Godlike can stay alive. 2 more maps to go here for Godlike though. That's gonna be Control up next. Just a little bit, but yep. The journey and the dream stays alive here for Godlike. GLRS, they fall in the map of Ashenda.
It just feels like these teams are messing with us, you know? They give us hope, then they don't. They break it down, and then they'll give us hope again. I mean, what was that hardpoint, Warden? It was all GLRS with the lead the entire hardpoint game, and it's just one hill is all it takes for Godlike to switch things around. And we got Viper up top with 48 kills, Warden with 47, Skulty with 46, and Abyss and Prevail on the bottom. But still as important, I mean, we're seeing so much time in the hill from the side of Godlike as well. Incredible gameplay from both teams.
An absolute run there for the set of Godlike. Got to give it down here for Viper alongside Warden and Skull Guy as well. Sufficient amount of kills here for them to stay alive in this competition. Massive hill time. Everyone is definitely in it for a show. But now, raid control is going to be up next. To be honest, at this point, let's give us a map 7, man. Jesus.
We're moving on to control back again. I mean, we've seen the wrath of GLRS in crossroad control, but this is a new map we're talking about. We're talking about raid, and I feel like raid is the type of map you're very well known with how raid works. You know exactly where someone's gonna spawn up, especially in control. I mean, you're really just looking into very predictable spawns. So if you're able to hold them well, hold your positions well, it's an easy game. But yeah, I mean, a turnaround in terms of events for the side of Godlike when it comes to this hardpoint game. There might be a turnaround in this control that we're going to be seeing soon as well.
See. We'll see soon. 3 rounds to win on the control game. Didn't fall already. The next few on the crossroad strikes, can they take raid as well? This is tough. Definitely tough.
Definitely. I mean, GLRS is still a match point, so one more mistake from the side of Godlike, it's not going to play out well for them. They need to get this clean sweep, and yeah, this is going to be a tough one for the side of Godlike. I mean, you really don't have room to make error if you're Godlike. With that
it's the
being
next
said,
game already, man. I want to see the next game already.
Yeah, I feel like everyone just wants things to really come through. I mean, we gotta keep this momentum up. We gotta see what happens. I mean, I could see the chat just going wild for GLRS in the starting of the game, and just the turn of events was incredible. And yeah, control is where things are really going to lay through. Is it going to be equalized? Are we going to see the last game of this best of 6, or is it going to be GLRS coming up on top and ending things with this control game up ahead? We wait for the players to ready up, and you guys are watching World Championship 2026. That is brought to you by FSN. And this is the Summer Split 3 qualifier. With that being said, we're going to take a quick little break as we wait for the players, and see you guys soon.
once again to the Call of Duty Mobile World Championship 2026 qualifiers, Summer Split 3 qualifier specifically, and we're going to be having the continuation with the matchup here between GLRS and GODLIKE. We've had 3 consecutive map wins for the side of GLRS already, but finally we do get to see GODLIKE win a map for himself, and it all starts there on the map number 4 in the Hardpoint.
We've seen some crazy games from these two teams, especially in the grand finals. I mean, it comes down to these last 2 games. Is GLRS going to win one and end it off in the control, or is it going to be GODLIKE coming through so that we see that last map of this best of 6? And yeah, the momentum, the energy is really building in to what these players have in store. We are going to be starting off soon with control on the map, right? So stay tuned for that. I mean, we're going to see these 2 incredible teams, these top 2 teams in the World Championship go through. And yeah, with that being said, let's start off with the game and making a push onto the mid side. Getting control off mid, really crucial for the side of GLRS right here. But we got GODLIKE making a push onto B, holding it off as well as they can. But ooh, GLRS already into their spawn.
I mean, the last time checked as well, I mean, GLRS has been pretty phenomenal and has been pretty clean in regards to control. So, hey, GODLIKE, if they find themselves in this win here, it's going to be a massive statement. Now we do get to see on this round itself. GLRS is going to be a play on the offense. You have Abyss already as well, posted up here for the spawn trap. Good for 2 eliminations, by the way. Player 5 looking to get the trade, and he is going to be able to get this one done. But playing bits of recovery here for GLRS, but GODLIKE's going to be on the driver's seat.
Too close. Fight
Yep,
harder.
GLRS not quite able to push through towards the A side. They did lose a lot of lives as well. And GODLIKE with a very good lead in hand. Seems like they're pretty successful in stopping GLRS from pushing on to any of the sides. And spot 1, there's someone right behind him. But that's good. He's gonna get shut down. Pushes onto the A side. Try to cap it down. Yes, they will. First flag going down. 22 seconds on the clock, though. Not much time to work with. GLRS is going to have to push through, and GODLIKE could take good advantage of these players coming in.
Blows out to the capture as well there on the Alpha side, but Warden finds a double. Temple's finally going to be able to get the trade, but the gunfights doesn't really seem to be too promising now here for the side of GLRS. GODLIKE up by 7 lives. GLRS still looking to go for the capture here on Alpha. We're going to lose this round and let's get into objective on the other side. It does favor on round number 5, but nope. They still look to put up a fight. 11-7, now we go. No more time left here. They try to reap away Foki, but Foki! Oh! He left the time! So unfortunate, a blunder! And it favors the players of GODLIKE.
GODLIKE able to pull through that first game. The first round. GLRS this time onto the defending side. This time it's going to be GODLIKE making a push onto the B side. This is what we see most traditionally in the map of raid control. But GODLIKE finds 2. So does GLRS. Lives pretty evened up as they try to cap B down. And I know GLRS doesn't want to give away too many lives onto GODLIKE. So they're just going to wait for picks. They're just going to play it slowly. Foki comes through with a Tempest. He finds 1. Desperately looking for the second. Warden's going to be waiting in a very cheeky spot. I don't know if the Tempest is going to be able to find him. Yes, it does. Shuts down Warden. Makes a push onto the spawn side. He finds Skulty. He finds Abyss. He shuts them down. The Tempest still on a wrath here. And that's going to be GODLIKE losing a lot of lives.
Yeah, a lot of lives for sure. GODLIKE did seem to try to go for the capture as well on the Alpha point. Vaporizers are going to be on a 1v1, but finds the means to get eaten down by Mihawk. Now, Alpha doesn't seem to be an answer anymore. They look to travel across the Bravo control point instead. But GLRS, they have been able to win so convincingly well in regards to the life count. 9-20 we go. You'd be able to call it wraps already. This is a round bound to begin for the set of GLRS.
Oh, GODLIKE, they have a lot of ops to work with, but I feel like this might not be the round to make it through. They probably just want GLRS to shut this down. I mean, we can see the odds. We see GLRS winning this off, 17-5, and the score's probably just gonna get equalized. GODLIKE still in the lead point, giving it all they can. Skulji Last 3 players of Godlike left.
A guy, Abyss, Viper. They're looking to try to put up a fight there. Unfortunately, so much. But if they do try to gamble and take the Rops out and maybe win the next 3 waves, until then it's still a possibility, but nope. Zero finds Skull Guy away. Viperizer gets tagged up. Mr. Viper. Tempo's gonna clean it up. Abyss gonna be all alone inside of the site. Doesn't matter. GLRS responding back with their own force.
Ready up.
This round is going to be an interesting one. I mean, looking at the screen, we got Godlike with all their ops opened up. If they can use these effectively, I mean, GLRS only has 2 to work with. The War Machine's already going to be out alongside the Annie for GLRS, but so are 2 more ops from the side of Godlike as they push through. Warden finds 2, but he's going to get shut down by Pabzera. Hen with the Annie, he's going to hold off. The War Machine's out for Skull G. But the Annie shuts him down. He finds 2, goes in for the 3rd, he finds the 3rd. But Warden shuts him down.
It's going to be a very detrimental round here for any of these teams, but Godlike, they need this one badly. You can't afford to let this one slide. The stakes all up high. Abyss. Annihilator's going to be out. Pokey. Tempest coming through. Let's get one down here. Prevail. Finds Mihawk. Tempo on the feed. Finds Prevail. Abyss finds Tempo. Gonna be 16 to 21 here. Foki providing the space that they need here to go for the capture on Alpha. It does become widowed. 15 to 19 now. Round's still pretty close, but it does favor the players of GLRS.
GLRS, pretty good advantage at hand right now. The Tempest is out for Viper as well. He's able to do much, but no. Hawk comes in, shuts him down. He finds 2 up front. Godlike able to kill them out, but that's not going to be enough. I mean, you're down to your last 6 lives, Godlike. And it seems like the end for the side of Godlike. Riza pulls out a War Machine. Skull G comes in from the back. He shuts him down, but 13v5 is a hard one to do.
Just looks to be looks to be pretty impossible now here for the side of Godlike. And now with that being said, GLRS now here in striking distance to take this one through. You go for another push on Bravo. You get the time extension. Godlike doesn't have any option rather to try to go for the contention. Try to provide a fight. But Pabzera's gonna be good for 1. Viper's gonna be all alone. And look to extend the time as you go for the capture on Alpha. They want to run it down and build up their operators for the next. So that they can have enough nails for the coffin. Bury down the players of Godlike. The capture persists to happen here on Bravo. Granted, GLRS will have defense as well. If it does persist to go to a round of 5 due to the objective. One last round for GLRS to become the first ever back-to-back Summer Split champions from the 2nd and the 3rd. Here we go.
Hawk makes a push in. Get taken down though. Initial lead for Godlike, but it really just depends on if they're going to be able to hold it. Hen gets taken down up top. Viper is going to be super aggressive. He gets shut down by Foki. Abyss comes through, doesn't quite able to land his shot. Tempo comes in for the kill, and Godlike able to cap B. One flag of B. Tempo makes a push in with the equalizer. He's not really able to find anyone in spawn though.
It's going to be a pretty nice start here for the set of Godlike off this round itself. I'm just looking to run it down here with an equalizer, but unfortunately walks by Viper as he gets put down. Viper creating space, walks into Hen as well. 21 to 16 here. Definitely seeming to be bound to go for a round number 5. Godlike, divide and conquer. Viper will get taken down once again here on Bravo, but there's going to be 3 players here just solo. I mean, running it down here on Alpha. Will GLRS decide to go for another push out? Or Alpha just let it be? It'll be 19 to 13 now. On to D. Alpha will get captured, and now he's going to be out here for the set of Hen. He's looking to draw down the lives here for the set of Godlike. He does get stunned. But there's gonna be 3 players here trapped here for the side of Godlike, but they do wash them away. Now it's all gonna come down to Bravo to make the play. Godlike, will they be able to get the break?
Godlike. A lot of flags to work with, a lot of time as well. GLRS, they need to focus more onto the B side. They are going to move in for the flank. Coming in from the back, Prevail comes through, and as well 4 people standing for GLRS in a 4v9. The ops really need to come through, but they're gonna hold it off for maybe the next round. I mean, they have room to work with.
Stuns, nades flying by there from the backside. Meow's gonna try to be good for one, but no. Skalligan and Warden finds a shutdown.
Hold it off for maybe the next round. I mean, they have room to work with.
Stuns, nades flying by there from the backside. Meow's gonna try to be good for one, but no. Skalligan and Warden finds a shutdown. Gonna be able to play. I read it, but now 2v3 situation. They sack it up. They play off the time. Focus gonna get taken down. Tempo's gonna be all alone. Warden's still looking to get an angle. Is gonna get taken down. Tempo's gonna be all alone. Warden's still looking to get an angle to find Tempo out. Race through, runs out of ammunition. Number 7!
Game 7. Oh my god. Crazy. Oh, there must have been even in the exact right time to shut things off for GLRS and win it through control hardpoint. Sorry, control on raid for the side of GODLIKE, and we're moving on to the last match of these grand finals. Ooh, I feel like I have goosebumps, Warden. That game was incredible. Both teams just pulling it through. I mean, it all comes down to an S&D that we will be moving forward. We will be looking into in a bit. But talking about this game, I mean, what a show.
What a run. Jesus.
Scoreboard pretty equalized between the a 4v5 between the two teams. I mean, it just came down to those split second decisions, and yeah, GODLIKE able to pull it through. And this time,